Yeah, we find her, the beautiful girl we've been missing. We wanna have her kissing. We find her, now we in love. Say Gbos out the remix.
DMB, Tux Bites, remix.
Now if I had to lose you like a bad phone connection, I'd change my game to get a better reception. Sit back, let's start this interaction. Don't fight the feelings, just a chain reaction. Your heart won't give you the wrong instructions. Like my GPS, yes I got the right direction. We gotta merge together like a road intersection. Last stop is gonna be my love and affection. I ain't like the mother dudes, they wanna call you shorty, but I'ma call you a beautiful girl. I took your picture home, my mama saw it, she's a very, very beautiful girl. I wanna put you in my video, cause you're so beautiful. You're a beautiful girl. So when you hear us in your radio, turn up your stereo. It's beautiful girl.
Gotta find a shorty, what's worth of a lady. It's nice but maybe doesn't look like 40. It's taking a little time. I wasn't seeing no signs, any traces of my baby. Who's gonna be my baby? But I thought I'm gonna take my time. Within it took a little fun eye. I saw a shorty passing by. She's got this very pretty smile. It was right at the bus station. I tried to make a conversation, holding her arms, feeling so tough. I felt this sensation. It's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. Now I realize I found me a beautiful girl. She's a model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it by. Beautiful girl, sparkling eyes are killing it tight. I found me a beautiful girl.
Body me LP, oh yeah,
My wish came true when I saw you, girl. God must have blessed me with your beauty, girl. Looking so right from your head to your toe. Shaped like a cocoa bottle with a smile of a queen. My queen to be, you my destiny. Got a body of a goddess with your beauty, I'm impressed. And I'm never in distress. Come on over and be mine. Been searching for a man and now all the cats keep looking to mine. With a sexy walk and a sexy talk, she must be from a planet called the sexy world. I know I ain't tripping, better yet I'm thinking put a ring on the finger, we look good together. Take your place in my heart with your beauty, I'ma say that I'll never turn away. Who would think I'm in love?
Such the way she smiles at me just really makes me weak. The way she speaks to me just really make me go so weak. Keep staring in her eyebrows. All I kept on saying is wow. Your beauty shines and breeze at night. All I really want in my life. Oh yeah. It's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. Fine brown eyes. I found me a beautiful girl. She's my model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it. Beautiful girl, sparkling eyes, killing tight. I found me a beautiful girl. Yeah, beautiful girl, beautiful girl. Yeah. Beautiful girl.
Damn. Money, you seen her? Hot Ice, have you seen her? LP, have you seen her? I'ma go over to Tux Bites. I know you've probably seen her. He has a lot of beautiful girls with him. Tux, it's DMB, baby. Look,
Beautiful.
I look for a while, but I can't seem to find a beautiful girl so I can make her mine. Time after time, I've been searching for a while, but every girl I meet never seems worthwhile. What can I do? I pray to God for an answer. I feel pains in my heart like cancer, and when I find her, I'm gonna romance her. Lace up with presents and gifts. Call me Santa. Claus, I make a heartbeat pause. That's my girl, homeboy, not yours. The girl of my dreams, she's more than I ever thought. Show me ass and culture, I think I'm getting punked. She's what I really want, so I'ma go get her. Since I'm a go getter, you know I'm gon' get her. And I will give her the world, anything for my beautiful girl.
Psych. Ooh. It's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. Fine brown eyes. I found me a beautiful girl. She's my model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it. Beautiful girl. Sparkling eyes, killing
touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.
Man of prestige. Ha! Now this guy win. Now you win. Now you win today. Now you win. Now you win. I agree. Man of prestige. Now man you be.
I'm sure some people will be jealous now the way I talk about Ola. But I have learned a lot from him. That's why I keep telling you to follow him. If you don't follow Man of Prestige, now you know.
Hello, what's going on? Welcome. How are day? I hope you guys are doing well. All right, welcome back. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. Let me know as you're coming in. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. Turn on all your notifications so you can be notified whenever we go live. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. All right, my name is Ola. I'm coming to you live from my Empire Pro Studios. This is Man of Prestige. Basically, we'll talk about relationships, but we use trendy topics, to talk about relationships, and then we make sure we extract the lessons, particularly from a social seduction, attraction, self, power, emotional intelligence standpoint. All right, that's what we do here. If you haven't downloaded the book yet, you can download the books absolutely for free at loveandprestige.com. We have 2 books up there. We have 1 book, and the other book will be ready by December 30. We're launching that. In fact, I'll talk a little bit about that launching process and how you're going to be able to help. In fact, I have a story to share with you with regards to that today. It's an interesting story that I have to share with you today. But yes, welcome back. And just in case you don't know, we do have counseling services here. So counseling99.com. If you feel like you need to talk to me first, you can use this link, lolandlola.com/discovery. All right, and what else? I think that's it. We have some interesting things to talk about today. As usual, it's going to be fun. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe as you're coming in. Waka Ehihedu. Shout out to you. Hello. Welcome. I haven't seen that name before, but good to see you. But yes, I'm live, okay? And shout out to all 6 of you watching me live. All right, so we have a couple of things we want to talk about today. Let's see. I'll be right back, okay? Right, the first thing I want to talk about today, we've dropped, I think there's a second video after this session that'll be live about the Jada and Will Smith thing. So look out for that. But there's some other stuff that's coming out. I just wanted to share this really quickly. Let me see here, a couple of videos updates today. Let me share my screen. All right. Let's share it. There you go. So a couple of things today with regards to her relationship with Tupac. Who is Jada? Jada is Will Smith's wife. If you don't know who Will Smith is, just Google it, okay? I'm not sure if I need to go through Will Smith introduction here, okay? But basically, the wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, came out yesterday and said they've been separated for 7 years since 2016. And she broke the news that they're about to sell some books. They're gonna sell tons of those books, right? And I generally, if I ever come off as I'm defending any one side, I generally don't like to come off as I'm defending other side. I like to think that I'm trying to be objective, right? But you know, when it comes to romantic relationship, I might be skewed more in the direction of holding men accountable. It's just what it is, because I don't think they can afford not to stay on top of things. All right. Now, with that being said, if there's anything ever that I've had such a hard time, like I would like to defend it, but I just can't. Right? If there's any such thing, that this is one of them. Like this woman, you know, I did mention that on every single videos I've done, that she kept dragging the family through the muds, because she feels this need to be woke and to say everything and to share it with the world. Somebody can learn. Not like, listen, people don't have to learn from your experience. You can just shut up. There's some things you can take to the grave. It's okay. That's okay, you know. But anyway, she's talking about her relationship with she was on the Shade Room apparently, and she's talking. Let me see if I can play this video. You can use this to warm up. It says Jada Pinkett Smith refers to, this is Hollywood Unlocked, refers to Tupac as soulmate. Tupac was a rapper who passed away, I think 96 or 97, a long time ago. Okay, but it's been quite a lot of speculation about what the nature of their relationship was, which is kind of weird. Okay, in 1997, how old was that? I was 17 for the most part, 18 later part of the year, and I'm 43 now. Like, come on, right? But I get it. They're superstars, and everybody wants to talk about them, and you know, want to continue to speculate about every part of their life. They were probably kids. Okay, anyway, they had some kind of relationship, and everybody keeps, okay, so now the brouhaha today is, oh, soulmates. Like, she's calling him a soulmate. So let me see this video. I think I understand what she's trying to say. I think she talks too damn much. But let's see.
Soulmate. But yeah, you know, definitely. I don't think, if there is such a thing as past lives, definitely think Croc and I have traveled a few together. You know, in various forms. So
has there ever been a time that you regretted the decision that you made not to take it to that level with him and to keep it in the friendship space?
It just wasn't possible. There was no chemistry between us. You know, I talk about it in the book. You know,
that's so hard. I know, but that's just so hard to imagine. Because at the time, he was in a bad, you know, he was in a space where, you know, he was in jail and all that. But it's just hard to believe. We see chemistry with the two of you guys. Even in the videos you guys dance, and there seems to be so much chemistry. But from your perspective,
chemistry, it's that friendship, love chemistry. Trust me. Let me tell you, of soulmate. But yeah.
All right, so that's what she had to say. She's basically saying that they were friends. Okay, they were close friends. It is what it is. I don't know why that is so hard for so many lames of 2023 to comprehend. I don't understand. Right? You could be friends with people and you don't have any romantic interest in them. Yes, men and women too. Yes. You know, but I get it. Some men don't believe that, because I guess their prick gets hard every time they're around every friend. I have friends that I don't know, right? And even when I was much younger, okay, before I got married, I have friends that I thought we could do something, but he was like, wah. Nothing, right? So maybe because if you have options, maybe you can be like that. Maybe if you don't have options, your prick just get hard around everything. Maybe, I don't know. But I think I understand what she's trying to say. Okay, soulmates, past lives, blah blah, it doesn't matter. She's laughed when she was talking about it, right? But again, Jada talks too much. Okay, Jada talks too much. D Alpha, how you there? She certainly talks too much. She effortlessly sets herself up for drags. Yeah, all of this is too much talking. That's all I see this as, right? Let me see some of the comments. You know, I'm sure they're dragging her. Okay, somebody say, Hope, how you a side chick to a nigga that died 27 years ago? That's the point, right? Like, She's talking about it because she thinks it should be harmless, but I don't think she gets it, right? But I don't think there's anything wrong with talking about your experiences with somebody that passed away 27 years ago. Why should that translate to being a side chick so quick? Anyway, Park in heaven, living his best life. There's no life in heaven. Okay. But let's continue. Okay. There's maybe eternal life, not life as you see it. Anyway, Tupac did not have no chemistry with her. That's what she should say. He did not like her like that. Well, yeah, you could say, if that makes you feel better, yeah, you could say it like that too. But that's essentially what she's saying. There was nothing there, right? All right, you know what? She's the one alive. She's the one that needs to be dragged. It must be she liked him, but he never liked back, and she's obsessed with him. At this point, I would agree it's giving obsession. Why do you keep talking about Tupac, especially if your husband spelled it out in his book that I was jealous of this dude because of the relationship you had, that friendship, that level of friendship you had with a friend that your husband is jealous of? You don't need it to be romantic before you know that you shouldn't keep talking about it, especially 27 years ago. So I get what that person is saying. Yeah. See, it's hard for me to defend that, right? I can't defend bullshit, right? I just can't, right? Jesus, who keeps interviewing this woman? Cloud's not your mate. If she wants to interview, I'll interview her today. Let's be clear. Anyway, she's playing in my uncle face at this point, and I don't like free will. See, people are defending will. Yeah. It's just I don't know. She talks too much, and some people just don't know, and some people are. They're way smarter than themselves. In fact, the next story I think is going to be something like that. No, not the next story. The one after the next one is going to be something like that. Some people are too smart. They're way too smart, and they can't wait until they hurt themselves. And all of this is attached to knowledge. Like, these are not exactly dumb people. Some of the smartest people, they talk too much. They don't know when to just let go. To let go of some things. It's not everything that you need to talk about. It's not everything you need to respond to. Right? Everything is not a lesson moment that you must have. You have to lecture everything, right? It's not. You have to let go sometimes. Anyway, let me see here. I think I just wanted to look at some of the comments. Let's see here. This is Oddwood Unlocked. We got that one already. Let's see. Somebody said, you did not call that woman his widow. Let me see. Tasha K says, on a new episode of How to Emasculate Will Smith. Yeah, I really don't feel like Will Smith is emasculated at all, unless you are discombobulating the definitions of masculinity. You know, one of the things that people need to learn about marriage, just in general, is that as much as you're one, I really truly believe in the oneness of husband and wife. I believe in that. I believe that if you don't believe in that, marriage is not gonna work for you. It's as simple as that. All right. However, there's something called individuality. There's a whole chapter in the new book on individuality, right? And that's also gonna remain your reality, right? At some point, your wife might decide to make a move that you don't necessarily agree with, but you also know that you can't control another human being. You just have to let her do her thing, right? But here's what the lames will say. They'll say, well, you lost control of your wife. No, not necessarily, okay? It just doesn't, I don't care. She could have her own individuality as well. She could just keep that. She can have that, right? And if you gather yourself together in millions and you decide you want to call me out for that, knock yourself out. I'll just be laughing at you all the way to the back, especially if I'm selling books. I will be laughing all the way to the bank. Knock yourself out, right? The truth is that she's making certain moves. The husband is like, I probably wouldn't agree with that, but it's like, okay, you're my, whatever, do your thing, right? And he finds peace in that. Right? He finds peace in that. And I think that's masculine behavior. I think that's masculine energy. Okay? The idea of having a need A needy behavior of having to control another person is precisely feminine energy. Okay? My opinion. If you've ever dealt with Jada Pinkett, you may be entitled to compensation. Ah, voila. Oh yeah, she's gonna get dragged, but it's not gonna be new. I don't think it's gonna be bigger than last year. I think it'll be bigger in terms of selling books, right? Imagine claiming a man in the grave who never claimed you when he was alive. Yeah, he was 25 years old. But I see what you're saying. Feel free, drag her. At this point, it's an obsession. I did say that. Like, it's obsession. It's too much. It's giving too much obsession. Why is Will still with this woman? That's a question that you should continue to ponder on, right? I just hope you're not doing that at the expense of your own peace of mind. If he's doing that and that gives him peace of mind, I think that's okay, right? No, just call it out. Okay, you're right. He's wrong for being with his wife. You're right. Okay. Somebody says she really hates Will. I don't think so. It doesn't add up. That's not adding up. That adds up as projection. Okay. Jada need to stay off of that hallucinating agent. Yeah, I would agree with that, because that thing is all weird to me as well. If you just came in, welcome. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, hit that like button. Thank you. Hit that like button. Let's ping everyone else into the room. I appreciate you. We're just catching up on this Jada cruise, which is going to happen for the next few days. All right. Today, she's released the news is Tupac. Okay. Tupac, they were in previous past lives, if it existed, but there's no chemistry. Okay. All right, Jada. But I'll be right back. Let's move on to the next story. All right, welcome back. Another person that kind of talked too much is DJ Envy. Well, it's a talk show host. What happened to DJ Envy? DJ Envy is a radio host, a radio co-host with Charlemagne, with probably the biggest radio show in New York City area. It's called the Breakfast Club on Power 105. All right, I've listened to Power 105 for easily 23 years. Hot 97, easily 25 years. So I feel like I know these people, never met them in my life. Okay, but recently he started getting dragged for real estate scam and stuff like that. He was basically helping a scam artist promote their seminars and stuff like that. But you know, life crisis happen. I tell you that all the time. Sometimes people can just outrightly lie against you, or you may find yourself in the midst. I've actually been in a position where I could be in his position. Back in during the whole recession crash in 2008, I was in that position, and it was scary because there were people around me that were misbehaving, and I found out after the fact, like, whoa, you were doing what, right? And easily you could end up in jail like that, even if you're not directly involved. Yes. So I hope that's not his case. I hope that doesn't become a story. But he's talking before the cases start to happen. Shut the hell up. Shut up. But let's listen to this really quickly. We listen to it in chops because iHeart Radio. They are notorious for shutting down videos. As a matter of fact, I might just keep it just on my face. Let's see.
Did seminars. Now, the reason I did these seminars is because I wanted to uplift my community.
Yeah, just listen to me.
I wanted to teach my community about real estate, things that I didn't know when I was first buying my first home. I wanted to teach our community about investing. So Caesar and myself did seminars. Now, the reason I did these seminars is because I wanted to uplift my community. I wanted to teach my community about real estate, things that I didn't know when I was first buying my first home. I wanted to teach our community about investing. So Caesar and myself did seminars. Now, the reason I did these seminars is because I wanted to uplift my community. I wanted to teach my
sorry, 1 second.
Community about real estate, things that brought industry professionals to all these seminars, whether it was real estate agents from different markets, contractors, conventional lenders, hard money lenders. I even brought auction.com to actually show people in generational wealth. So how to purchase houses online. That's what I wanted to do for my people. Now, Caesar.
All right, so there's a lot of this. I want to do this for my people. I want to do this for my people. Stories on the internet. I don't know if you've come across them. If you're here in the United States, you've come across them. I want to help my people. I want to help. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But you need to be aware. You need to be aware that sometimes it's your own people that will pull you down. Okay, so you can't be all too emotional. You have to make sure you line up legal support, legal representations and stuff like that. Even while you're at it, you have to make sure you protect yourself, right? And I have a feeling he did not do that. You know, he was knee deep all the way in, you know, trying to help his people. But now everybody's dragging him. Everybody is literally dragging him. But let's see. Let's continue.
If he took money, I wasn't privy to it, nor did I even know. But I do understand how people feel if they did give him money, how to purchase houses online.
Hold on 1 second.
That's what, that I didn't see a dollar of return. But for anybody to say I was involved, that's totally not true. I would never.
So this is the part where I say, yeah, you got to say something. You got to say something because they're dragging you. It's a very tricky thing. Sometimes you do have to say something. But I believe wholeheartedly that most of the times you don't have to say anything until the case is done. And I understand it's very, very hard. It's extremely hard. It's easier said than done to just be quiet, right? While people are dragging you on something you feel like, you notice I said feel, something you feel like you're not involved in. But the reality is that a lot of people are starting to believe you were involved in it because there's tons of video of you promoting the seminars, tons of video of you supporting everything, and it's just hard, right? So the only thing you can do is not add to the fire, add fuel to the fire. Don't add to the ammunitions that they're probably going to try to use against you. There's going to be a legal representation from the state, meaning they have all the backings of all that kind of money to destroy you. And the last thing you want to do is give them ammunition to destroy you. But I'm just telling the truth. Yes, your truth can be used to destroy you. I don't know if you are aware. This is the real world. This is not paradise. Okay? Yes, your truth, right? Your own version of the truth can be used to destroy you. I don't know if you're aware of that. Let's finish this.
I've been on this radio close to 30 years because I gave him a lot of money. Jesus. That I didn't see a dollar of return. But for anybody to say I was involved, that's, and never in my 30 years time did I do nothing but try to uplift people and show people a different way through the business mind. And I would never take a dollar from somebody.
I could be wrong, but I didn't see nobody accusing you of taking money. I just saw them say that they met Caesar because
and never in my 30 years time did I do nothing.
From what I read in actual court papers, I didn't see that. They said that all these people are saying that they met Caesar because of you.
Right, and they're saying
that nobody accusing you of taking no money.
To the point where if you read the court documents,
that's why he should have shut up and not say anything, because the reality is that majority of people are not saying he stole money. They're saying he led them to the person who stole money. I think majority of people are clear who stole money. But you have an office right next door to him and all of this, and they're saying you're running the whole thing together. I don't think so, but it's not enough, right? And it's not enough that you haven't stolen money from anybody for 25, 30 years. That's good for you. Clap for yourself. It's not going to matter right now because there's literally millions of dollars stolen from innocent people who thought they were investing in real estate. Now, how they were able to pull that off? Because usually there's some kind of contract involved in real estate. There's a closing in real estate, and none of this happened. You're just handing money over to people. You're just wiring money. Anyway, over the years, I've thought many times to do crowdfunding to do real estate projects and stuff like that, because I know the game, right? Every single time I've thought about it, I was like, nah, I know my people. I said, nah, I'm good, right? I might still do it in the future, but the paperwork that will line up, you will basically say you're handing me the money and it might never come back, okay? And it to be is bold prints, because people are mad. They will give you money and then they will come back and say, but you didn't tell me, you didn't tell me, you didn't tell me. People are mad like that too, because they weren't listening. It will be large print. You're giving me money for a gift. You might get returns from real estate, and that's almost impossible to do. I'm just letting you know. If I ever do something like that, it'll be clear cut. That's what we're up to. So what am I saying? You don't have to necessarily steal money from people before they accuse you of stealing money. That's the reality. Especially black people. When I say black people, I mean all of us, the continental and diaspora. You don't have to steal money from them before they steal. Sometimes they will buy stuff from you like this. They hand you the money. They will come back and say, but can you give me the money back? You bought something. No, can you? Yeah, just give me the money back. You'll be shocked.
Caesar wrote an affidavit that says DJ Envy, Rashawn Casey, had no knowledge of me investing people's money.
From what I read, saw that too.
He wasn't there. He wasn't part of those conversations. He wasn't even nowhere in those meetings. And those are documents that's out there. So if we're going to talk about truth, let's talk about the truth. And those are the documents out there. And
well,
I know
you can't talk about the truth yet because your lawyers don't want you talking at all.
Shut the hell up.
He wasn't part of those conversations.
Your lawyers don't want you talking.
When the dust settles, okay, you can have a real conversation with the audience.
But it's difficult because the stuff that you hear.
Yeah, that's the point. Yes, you're right, Envy. It's difficult, but shut up. Shut up. That's the urge. I must say the truth. I must tell him the truth. I must tell him the truth. Right? You have an urge to shalaye. No evidence. No evidence. Right? You get tired. Because people already believe what they believe, right?
We go explain, because no evidence.
No evidence. He wants to tell the truth. It's difficult. It's difficult. Let me just tell the people the truth right now because it's just difficult.
Aaron, it's like, that's totally not true. Like, it's not true. Like,
well,
that's fake news. Like, those are fake stories.
That should be enough. You know what the truth is. If you know what the truth is, don't worry about it. When the dust.
If you know what the truth is, that should be enough. The reality is that it's usually not enough for all of us. But this is why self-awareness, social intelligence, emotional intelligence kicks in, power intelligence, right? The reality is that it should be, the truth is enough, but it's not enough when you involve the human brain. It's like, no, let me tell the truth. Are you not sure of the truth anymore? Are you confused? Are you arguing with yourself? That's the problem.
Settled. Okay. You can have a real conversation with the audience.
But it's difficult because the stuff that you're hearing is like, that's totally not true.
That's DJ Envy on his syndicated iHeart Radio show.
This was him selling the program in the past. So there's more than enough that they can use against him. And the last thing he needs to be doing is talking. Just shut up. Let representation do that. Sometimes life crisis comes like this in the form of lawsuits. And especially to whom much is given, much is required. If you're a big person, you're a popular person, you're a famous person, yeah, somebody's going to come for your head at some point. It's just what it is, okay? You don't like that, just give all your money away and go and hide in a cave somewhere. That's the reality, right?
The Breakfast Club. He's often promoted the real estate venture of his pal, Caesar.
That's Caesar right there.
Pina.
You might know him on Instagram as Flippin' NJ.
But it's more than just a passing endorsement.
You could partner with us on some deals. Make some money with us.
It wasn't just a passing endorsement. That's all he's trying to say. I just endorsed. I just introduced people. I didn't know it was silly money. He could win some kind of case in court, but not by talking. Okay, he needs to line up his representations, lawyer up. Okay, because it's going to be a tough road ahead. It's just what it is. Okay.
Envy and Caesar have teamed up for seminars, including one at the Jacob
So NBC News is covering this already now. So this is a big deal.
Javits Convention Center, pitching opportunities to flip properties, often in distressed areas of New Jersey.
We invested $200,000 and looks like we're never going to get it back.
Jose Santiago and his wife Jessica Ortiz say they believed investing in this neighborhood of Patterson would be their ticket to the American dream.
That's the reason why I got into real estate, so we can actually start flipping properties, buying properties, so we can have something for our kids in the future.
The couple says they connected
Oh man, all that money is gone.
after seeing him on social media with DJ Envy.
Look at Caesar. Oh my God, all that money is gone.
He's advertising this all over the radio and on television.
That's DJ Envy on his syndicated iHeart radio show.
Anyway, Tony the Closer is the guy who actually started the expose. He's a real estate course guru. He said, I told you a month ago, millions were missing. Now it's over $80 million, allegedly, and hundreds of people filing lawsuits. It's all on my page. He's been going hard at them. Oh no. Anytime Ninja says uplift my community, you know it's scammy. Oh Lord, that's not necessarily true. Because I do want to uplift my community. I'm just also aware that the same people I'm trying to uplift might come from my throat at some point. No shade, it's just a reality. And it is what it is. Anyway, let's move on to the next story. Let's bring some Yoruba into the mix here. I'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Let's talk about this one here. So Mobad, the Mobad story is still continuing. I just kind of lay low, hiding away from the story a little bit, but there's something here that I thought we could learn from. Today's theme is talking too much. Precisely when you actually think you're talking truth and you're just speaking truth, and you know, sometimes you're not as wise as what all that knowledge might seem like. Yeah, you don't have as much wisdom.
You think they're wise?
Yeah. Sometimes, majority of the time, as you say, actually, majority of the time, most of the time, is just a urge to shalaye. Okay?
We go explain, because no evidence.
It's not enough. No evidence, right? You just shalaye tired. Anyway, Mobad's father has been talking. He talks too much. Let me play this video for you. And then the person that's responding to it also talks too much. But he's a content creator, so I'll give him a pass, okay? Because anybody can claim I talk too much as well. Let's do it. What did he say? He said, Okunile otukunta, okay? All right. What that means does not mean ile means house, but in this context, he's not talking about an actual house. He's not talking about a physical house. He's talking about within the family. Sometimes we refer to ile as inside the family. Okay. Sometimes it depends on the context. So you might say ile, direct translation means house. Okay. But when you say in your kusile, it doesn't mean somebody died inside the house. It just means somebody has died within the family, meaning he had been killed within the family before the outsiders. That's what it means. So context matters here, right? Let's continue. So he said he had been, right? He had been killed in the not in the house. That's direct translation, but within the family before it happened in public. Okay, privately before it happened in public. That's what this means. Okay.
ẹ̀yin ò mọ̀ pé tí ọkùnrin má ti gbé oní tó ń ronú àbí tó dé àyè kan wọ́n ní mi ò gba ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn gbọ́ wọ́n ní ọmọ tó bí gan wọ́n sọ níjọ́ kan sọ pé òun á dẹ̀ lọ jù sódò.
So they said one day, he said the son that he had, Mobad, that the son that he had, he was gonna go throw him in the lagoon. Okay, now here's the thing. Mobad, just in case you don't know, we've been following this story for a while. It's a young man that passed exactly 1 month ago from this date. 27 years old, promising future, but he was struggling with a lot, especially with regards to his former label. He left the label, you know, but also he was struggling, like the father is saying, within the family. Okay.
ẹ̀yin ẹ̀ wo orí ìrònú yẹn kí ọkùnrin ọmọ kò bí ọmọ mi o ó dẹ̀ wọ pé ọmọ yìí máa lọ jù sómi.
Mobad sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
wọ́n ní ó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
wọ́n ní ó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
ó tó lè sọ wọ́n.
I'm sure you people have seen this thing.
All right, so now Very Dark Man, who has been trending, he's gonna say something. He's a content creator on TikTok or Instagram, social media. He's gonna say something with regards to this, but that video was much longer than that of Mobad's father almost going to the extent of suggesting that that son may not be Mobad's son. Okay, so they're still dragging the whole DNA thing. I did a whole video on that and why that may not be relevant. It could be relevant, it may not be relevant. At this moment, it wasn't really relevant, but in fact, as of yesterday, there were reports that they did it and it's his, you know. But I'm not sure how that's relevant to the case, the justice for Mobad thing. But let's see what Very Dark Man is going to say.
And to those of you that don't understand Yoruba, let me explain in details what the man said.
I can already tell that Very Dark Man, his Yoruba is not his thing like that. Even me, my Yoruba is not strong like that. But he's definitely, it's not as strong as I am in Yoruba, I can tell. But watch this.
How to jot it down. The first thing he said is, Mobad already died for inside in family house. That is...
Okay, he did say family house, but not family physical house. Inside, within the family is more an appropriate translation. Okay, within the family is more of an appropriate translation.
The house and the wife they stay before he buy for outside. Secondly, he said that there was a time when Mobad said he was going to carry their child and go and throw the child inside a river. Then he went on saying for somebody to say that about his own child, that means the person is going through pains that he cannot explain to anybody. He even said that the wife does not give him peace at home. You understand? That's even...
All right, so the father is saying that the wife does not give him peace at home.
When the boy go out, the wife will not give him peace at home. And when the boy go out to look for show, they will not give him show. And when he comes back, when he sleeps, the wife will carry his accounts.
All right, so the gist is that he had no peace. Basically, he had no peace. Somebody here says people can see what Mobad went through from this man himself. See, that man, the father, okay, he has shown his son some shiggy. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. Not too far, are you there? He has shown that son some shiggy. He might not realize it, but he might be coming from a place of ignorance, but he did. Okay, and it's obvious. It's been 1 month, and he's done how many interviews? We lost count right now. We lost count. Not to say the father is just greedy. He wants his son's property. Baba needs to understand mental illness. Eh? Which one? That man. You
doing what?
Mental illness. Okay. Yeah. He knows, like, that guy, he's going to continue like that. But anyway, somebody recorded a video that I thought I should play here. I'm gonna have to translate. It's Yoruba. He said a lot. It's Yoruba, but maybe you guys can pick up some, and then I'll give you like an overall. Okay. Where is it? Here we go. This guy.
Baba Mobad, Mr. Loba. It ain't look me 1 month. Tí ọmọ yín.
Yes, D. Yes.
1 month. Tí.
So this guy says it's been 1 month. He's talking to Mobad's father. He says it's been 1 month that your son passed away.
Àti ọjọ́ àkọ́kọ́ tí ọmọ yín ti fayé lẹ̀.
Since the first day that he passed away. And it's 1 month. He said, think about it. He said, you can't use your hand. Use a calculator.
And
and count how many interviews, statements you've made regarding the passing of your son within 1 month.
Interview 30 grants.
Say you should count the number of interviews you've granted.
Iku Mobad. Boya enita. Teba ko te ni ke wa so internet.
Turn up on the like button.
Ibi tí wọ́n ti fọ́n fídíò tó ọ̀rọ̀ tó ti ti ẹnu yín jáde nínú fídíò tẹ́ ṣe nípa ikú Mobad kò lóye. So àtìgbà tí Mobad ti kú.
Since he passed.
Number 1, they the end tó fi pé 1 month ọ̀rọ̀ Mobad lẹ́ ń sọ.
He's been talking about Mobad.
Jẹ́ tó wá sọ̀rọ̀ Mobad lásán. Blame ọmọ inú yín.
He's blaming him.
At the age of 27 years old.
He's actually blaming him.
Tabanika saw. Teba, you're 27 years old.
He said, do you know how much older you are of that boy?
Video ti jáde níbi tó ti tún gẹrun fún yín. Tell look fine.
He was getting a haircut.
He
was getting a haircut and there's a video of him getting a haircut.
For right now.
So they had to exhume the body and they haven't given him a befitting burial and you're still running your mouth. He's saying to Mobad's father, right? He gave money to his wife. That's him quoting, right? He said, what did Mobad achieve before he passed? How much money did he make? Did he make as much as 500,000 naira at any one point in time?
1 billion naira.
1 billion naira, I don't know what that is. 1 billion naira, that's like $1 million. As this thing 500,000 million, 500 million naira before. I'm trying. Help me. Anyway, the point is that he's scolding the man like he should shut up. He talks too much. I'll play the rest. The father is taking advantage of the buzz around the son's death to fight his personal grievances against Mo's wife and his ex-wife. I think the new wife is also fueling it. You're talking about the stepmother, right? When my dad died, it took me 6 months for me to post on it. That just makes sense, especially if you were close to your father. But even if you're not that close, if it's a father you had a relationship with, that would make sense, right? But clearly, this one is moving mad. He said, did he get any endorsement before he passed? Did he sell out O2 Arena in London? And you're not ashamed of yourself. And you're granting interviews. So even me, that I don't even know him like that, when people are asking, I just kind of dismiss it, that there's investigation going on. He will say just a little bit. Look at somebody trying to drag us in the comments here. This person said, this guy is either Ondo, Ekiti, or Ijesha. Why are you like this? Well, we can claim him, okay? I think I'm hearing it's not Ondo, Ekiti. It's more like Ijesha or somewhere towards the Ocean States. That's more like it. Boto. These are the times you're supposed to be honored, so that you can be remembered 20 years from now, after he has passed. See all these people bringing microphone and cameras to you.
Starting from next year,
before the end of this year, they won't be interested in you anymore. That's a fact. Even if you want to talk, they don't care. Even if you have information, they don't care. Oh, Babada Green. He said, go and ask Da Green's father. It's done. Just a little bit. It's gone.
Tí ó bá jẹ́ respect tí ìyá Da Green fúnra tó dẹ̀ fún ọmọ wọn.
He said, if not for the respect that Da Green's parents gave to themselves and their child who passed away, that's why after 10 years
want to go viral on the internet.
They went viral. I didn't know about that though. It's going to go viral for the wrong reasons.
Post the video Mobad father inside Keke Marua. Mobad father inside Okada. It's
finished. You are finished. If you don't if you don't learn how to hold your tongue back small. If you don't learn, today the theme is holding your tongue back small. That's the theme today. Okay, and the people that this lesson goes for the most is those ones that are actually right. The ones that are, what did D just say? Let me find it again. D say, those that have a desperate urge to be right, right? They can actually be already right, but they must say it, right? They must say it. I'm going to give a very personal example, okay? But let me finish this video.
Respect your money. Tí ó bá jẹ́ àìríṣe àìbẹ́gbẹ́ pé tí Mobad gbọ́dún dàgbà mọ́ lọ́wọ́ yín òun ló ti ọmọ yẹn tó fi ti ojú bọ ní onílé.
He said it's because you were useless. That's why that boy ended up in that bad gang. That's what he's saying.
Tó fi fà tó fi pàdé àwọn Naira.
That's why he met Naira Marley and Sam Larry and them. Bad gang. If you were a good father, I mean, I don't think that's an absolute, but he put himself out there, so he's gonna get dragged. This man, Mobad's father, right?
Anybody go ni sign here. The video ni ọmọ bàbá olówó. Record label wo ló fẹ́ jáde.
He said no record label will be willing to sign because. He said they can't sign him because his father left something. His father left a legacy.
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson, yeah. I think it's Ijisha. Hold your tongue. Hold the theme today. The point that, in fact, the major reason why I decided to hide this, because I was already avoiding the Mobad story thing, is because of this, okay? Your mouth, okay? And it's tricky because I get it. Sometimes you have the truth. You feel like you must speak the truth. Sometimes you do have to speak the truth to power, right? Majority of the time, you don't have to. It's probably just you going to hurt yourself with your mouth. And you won't know when you actually hurt yourself with your mouth. You just be insulting everybody around, right? They will like, that one is blunt, or you always tell the truth. But one day you hurt yourself because you talk too much, right? Why are we talking about Jada today? Because she talks too much. You talk too much. Talk too much, you know? Anyway, so that's that with Mobad. That's the update with Mobad that I wanted to bring up really quickly. With that being said, I will be right back. All right, this video was going viral today. Let me play it. No, Ijesha people are Osun State. They're either Osun or Ondos or Ekiti. Yeah, either Osun or Ekiti. I think there's a border that goes through the Ijesha territory. There's a border of Osun State and Ekiti. It used to be Ondo, but now Ekiti, right? Anyway, let me play this video for you all, and let's do Yankee English a little bit. This video was going viral today. I'll play it. I want to hear your thoughts about it.
My friends, this nigga been texting me with this nigga I met a few weeks ago out with my friends. This nigga been texting me for weeks talking to himself. Why I didn't block him, bitch, I don't know. But today I was bored and I had time, so he texted me like, can we meet for drinks? And I'm like, yeah, meet me here. They got the best fucking oysters in Atlanta, like hands down. So I'm like, yes, I can get some content, come on. It's so good. Y'all, when the fourth one came out, he was looking at me crazy. I didn't give a fuck. I'm like, baby, you invited me out. I'm gonna eat, and I was coming anyway. But I ain't gonna lie, no, I wouldn't have did all that, but I did do all that. It was so good. I was not expecting it to be that good. It was just so good. Like I had to. It was so good. So after that, I'm like, baby, what's next? What I'm about to eat? These potatoes, they were so good. And the crab cakes, everything was so good. 10-10, baby. Why the fuck this bitch ass nigga say he going to the bathroom and never come back? The fuck? I'm like, hold the fuck on. It's been like 10, 20, 30 minutes, bitch. What the fuck this nigga at? Had to end up grabbing a tab, bitch. Nigga left me with his little one fucking drink. Yeah, bitch, I'm so glad bitch keep me some money, cause what? That was crazy to me. And I said, bitch, you running out on the tab. He talking about, I'm offering you to drink. The fuck are you talking about, bitch?
Did you guys hear? Abi, you need translation. You guys hear that, or you need translation? Right? Oysters, 49 oysters. She ordered. Because she was bored. She didn't really like the dude anyway. You guys hear that? I'm getting stories upon stories upon stories of how you guys are doing each other in that dating scene. People leaving people hanging at the restaurants. People saying they don't want to go on coffee dates. They will never go on coffee dates, right? Of course it's fake. Of course it's fake. But there are a lot of men complaining about spending $150 on their plate only to find out that, ouch, this was a waste, right? So maybe at some point you might start getting people leaving you at the table with a bill, right? Always take your own wallet with you, okay? Get your wallet, take your own cards with you, okay? Always take your I need translation, please. Me too. Listen, I don't know. Content now your meat. Exactly. She said, I'm giving you some content. I'm gonna give you content. She did say something about content, by the way. Anyway, so the next story here is I find it quite fascinating, and I want your honest opinions on it, okay? And I'll be right back. I want your honest opinions on this next one. So stay tuned. All right, so welcome back. So we have the we're starting to, I might dump some behind the scenes video in the members area for the members. Okay, who are the members? I'm our members are our sponsors. Shout out to our regular sponsors. Shout out to Richie, Life with Natu, Adesua, Film Girl, Tima, Show Mama, Gores Corner, and D Love. Right? So for those people, I might drop some behind the scenes exclusive. I think for less than, let me see here. I think for $2.99. For $3 you can be a member and you can be a regular supporter of the platform. All right, so I'll put some exclusive behind the scenes video of the promotions of the book coming up. And I wanted to share a story with you with regards to the first initiation of the promotion for this book. You know, all the experiences that I'm going through, I want to share that with you, okay? Because I see some things, right? And sometimes I might be off myself, okay? I might be off. And sometimes, you know, I think most of the time, I think I know what I'm talking about. I might not be able to translate it properly, okay? It might take me time, might take me a little back and forth. So we're doing this promotion. It's called the Ask, we're doing the Ask 1000, meaning some of my personal friends, people that I have personal relationship with, I'm asking them on Facebook. So we have a group on Facebook. It's called the Project 100K. So we're trying to, in 2024, we want to push 100,000 of this book, okay? We definitely want to push that because we believe that this is a mission that we're on, and there is an epidemic going on with regards to dating, relationship, and marriage, and we want to, you know, contribute our own quota to help as many people as possible. And we're setting a goal of 100,000 copies of this book. It could be digital, it could be anyone. I want to get it out there, right? So it's going to cost us money to do that because we're going to have to leverage marketing, online marketing, advertising, and stuff like that. So we're raising $15,000. So we're going to be doing that campaign all of December. So we're going to do like a 30-day campaign. It's called the Project 100K. I want you all to be a part of it. We'll be doing shows like this, but it will be themed around that campaign. Okay, and Lola is going to hang out with us as many times as possible that month. So I'm recording some personalized videos. So sending it to some of my friends, you know, family, friends, people that have connected with me personally on Facebook over the years, literally since the inception of Facebook, 2004, right? So I'm reaching out to some people in the DM. I'm literally calling their name, recording, and say, hey, hello, you know, thank you, you know, your support will mean a lot and stuff like that. Literally 20 seconds video that I'm sending. So I have a cousin, okay? I'm not going to say her name. She's extremely popular. Now, she's lucky that we don't have the same last name, okay? Our fathers actually have the same last name. But our own father have decided to go with our own father's first name. So mine would have been Ojo. Our own is something else. I'm not going to say it here so that nobody is doing Googling all over the place. I want to protect her, okay? Because the lesson is really what I want to extract here. It's not, I don't want to throw her under the bus, okay? But the reality is that we don't have any relationship, okay? We don't have any relationship. We're full-blown adults like this. Before, one of my cousins from London called me and say, hey, did you know this person is our cousin, our second cousin? So our parents are first cousins. Our second cousin. I was like, oh, best-selling books all over the place, you know. She's doing her thing. In fact, recently she just interviewed this lady. What's her name? This lady right here. This auntie right here.
Oh, you're right.
Kamala, right? Kamala Harris, right? Kamala Harris, the Mrs. Vice President. She just recently interviewed that person. So, you know, congratulations. Well, you know, so a few times, maybe about 2 times in the past, I was like, hey, did you know we're cousins? You know, you connect with the person. I don't have a problem doing that, especially if we're that close. Like literally, her father, I have a relationship with him, right? So I said, let me go on Google. Don't do it. Don't do it. You won't find anything. I don't think you'll find anything. I think the Kamala Harris part is probably a giveaway. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay. So, but it was usually like very snobbish answers those 2 times in the past. And I told my cousin in London, who is my cousin in London, I told him, I said, leave that girl alone. Like, leave her alone, right? I don't know what she encountered through her mother with her father because they're no longer together. We don't know what that is. So she might not even want to associate with this side of the family, which where it's so large right now, everybody's everywhere. So it's almost like it even feels weird to call her a cousin in the reality, right? Because especially that I don't have relationship, right? So anyway, as I was going through the promotion for the Project 100K, okay, let me put it on the screen here so that we can know what we're talking about. Project 100K. You're gonna see me talk about it's all of December, so I want you all to be a part of it, okay? All right. Project 100K. So as I was going through that, I was dropping. It's like, so you know how you follow people on Facebook? They're not really your friend, but you follow them, right? So they're not really your friend. So I follow her, right? Because hey, I'm actually proud that a person that's that connected to me is doing something that big, right? I'm actually proud like that, right? So, I'm like, so I always look at it. I just like, I click like, you just keep it moving. After that, the two times I'm talking about that I reached out, it's got to be 3, 4, 5 years ago, something like that. So it's like I'm disconnected. I just told my cousin, leave her alone. Let her do her thing. We don't have relationships. The family is so large, okay? My grandfather has 15 children. My grandfather, who is actually brother to her grandfather, right? Literally brother. They were like twins, right? My grandfather himself has 15 children. So we're like far down the line. There's so many of my cousins that I don't know. In fact, I asked my brother one time, I said, do you know this person? My brother was like, yeah, I've seen her before. During the reunion days here, I was like, yeah, I think I actually tried to shoot my shot. I was like, right? So people are going to marry themselves after a while. It's just the reality. It's going to happen, right? So I was like, just leave her alone. So as I was going through Facebook doing this promotion a few days ago, right? I just saw, I was like, I don't care. It was like, I don't care moment for me. Like, it's not that deep, right? Because I'm very clear we have no relationship. I just dropped the 20 seconds. I said, hey, love you. Did I say it? No, I didn't say it. You didn't hear it. Anyway. I was like, hey. I was like, you know what? We don't have a relationship or anything like that, but I'm excited. We are launching a new book. Wanted to know if you'd be open to sharing the activities, the campaign activities on the wall. Wanted to know if you're open to that. Please let me know. But hey, I'm proud of you. I'm happy you're doing things. I just said 20 seconds. I said it. So we're talking about talking too much today. That's the theme today. We're talking about talking too much. Let me see what you guys are. So now we're down to what we're talking about. But let me answer a few questions. I think you guys have a few questions. Let's see. Like not to say I don't give us clue now. You don't find them, you won't find anything. Anyway, like I said, we don't have the same last name, so it'll be tough for you to find anything. Una no get family chat. No, like so this person, it seems like this person had been living here for and we don't. It's still like we did at one point, right? In fact, let me be honest with you. We actually created one at one point because I was like, you know what, this family is getting so big. Let's make sure we stay connected, right? That's just who I am. I like to keep people together, right? And then I asked people to post what they do, and everybody was just crickets. I just removed myself from the chat. I was like, I don't have time. I really don't have time. If I want to, if I have to create time for everything. So if I now have to pull teeth to get people to engage, I was like, no, it's not worth it. I have so many groups I'm engaged in that people appreciate me. I appreciate people. So many, right? So it was just pointless. And she wasn't part of that because, again, she says, this person I'm talking about is a rock star. In her own right. Multiple times bestseller, New York Times. So, no, she's not going to be in no group chats. Forget that thing, okay? Because even those of us that are small like this, they bother us small sometimes, okay? So no, she's not. I don't expect that. I think that would be unrealistic, actually, But I shot my shot. I was like, you know what? If you can, I'm a cousin. We're far cousins. We don't know each other. We don't have a relationship. But hey, just one share. You never know. Some people will just do it anyway. It doesn't hurt anything, right? You never know. But not when you have this, my cousin. Oh my God. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about this. You guys need a family tree start. Listen, I actually created one. Yeah, I actually created one, right? So, but anyway, I created one, put everybody there, but people appreciated it. It was hyper for a while. I was just like, I don't have time, you know, unless somebody wants to take over and do the admin and all that kind of stuff, you know. But anyway, let's do this. Project 100K, right? So I now sent that information to her. Let me read what she replied. Okay, I'm gonna read what she replied to you. Okay, she said, "Hi, thanks for reaching out. I do not think it's in integrity to ask someone you don't know and have no relationship with for a favor as large as promoting a book." What book are we talking about? We're talking about this book. It's coming out very soon. Number one red flag, December 30, everybody. December 30, okay? So be on the lookout for that. And all of December, we'll be doing all of the promotion. Really, what I need you guys to help me do is share as we're going through that 30-day campaign, and we're continuing to do what we do best here. If you guys can do that for me, especially on Facebook, ought to go a long way, because again, we're trying to raise $15,000 to help with getting the books in the hands of 100,000 people in 2024. Okay. Anyway, so she said, I do not think it's in integrity to ask someone you don't know and have no relationship with for a favor as large as promoting a book. I actually post about that a lot. She's confirming that she chalaye a lot. Anyway, right? That people cannot withdraw from accounts they haven't made deposits. Good luck with your book though. Your turn. All right. So now I'm asking you, right? I'm asking you, what do you guys think about that response? What would, if that was you, what do you guys think about that response? Right? D-Love says, no big deal. That's God not wanting her to take the glory. I agree. Your goals in being accomplished by God's mercy and help, not a human being. Absolutely. Oh, let me even rewind small, right? So we have a group. I'm actually going to drop the group right now for you all. If you have a Facebook account, this will be a perfect time to join the group. All right. So after I spoke to a few people, this, let me see how many people are here already. Okay. This 16 people here, they said yes. Right? They said yes, which is a big deal to me, right? I'm going to drop this link right now. Wait, Mario says, love you, Ajayi. No, I'm not going to confirm nor deny that. She said, that sounds like lovey. Okay, I'm not going to confirm nor deny that. I missed that. Sorry about that. They say, wow. So much shalaye on a simple question, right? I just dropped the link. If you're on Facebook, make sure you join that group, okay? So just join because we'll be dropping the video on Facebook. Even though if you normally come here on YouTube, I still want you to share in December when we're going through that. So I wanted to expose you guys to that right now, right? Temis came out of the wood and said, it's not that deep, right? That was my first thought, right? Actually, my first thought was more of a jovial, like jokey type of like ouch, that hurts. It's not that. Then my next thought, it's not that deep. Jesus Christ, right? Oh my God. You know, some people I think I'm guilty of that sometimes. Some people take everything as a moment of lesson, right? Everything. That's why you see me throwing all these banters and all these skits and all this stuff, because I know I have the tendency to do that, but I'm aware that it's a dangerous thing. It's just you hurt yourself if you're that person. You hurt yourself. You just never know. It's people that God will use, but oftentimes D-Love is correct. It's not family members. It's not quote unquote blood family members, right? It's not, right? But still, people are people. Mario says, I understand her. She didn't even ask to read it first. Listen, I just want to get your opinions. D says the reply sounded like the person was battling something and used that reply to sort of lash out. It is either that or it's a personality thing. Some people will just have their personality, right? You know me, I talk about blunt people here all the time. I'm not a fan of people who are self-proclaimed blunt people. I'm not a fan of that. I don't think that's something you should be proud of. I think it's not that deep too, right? This would be another case of it's not that deep. But oftentimes I just see that these are just rude people. Oftentimes, not all the time. There are blunt people that are not rude. Okay, but oftentimes, right, they're just rude. They just have a need to be rude. Like it's like a holier than thou above type of thing, right? But again, I don't know her like that. That's the reality, right? I don't know her like that. I'm not in her world, right? But it was just funny. I thought it would be a good moment of lesson, also a good opportunity to bring you guys into the group, okay, so that we can do this together, right? Timmy said, just state your price. Simple. See, exactly. Even better, right? State the price. Well, for me, I'm the one interviewing Madam VP. It costs $20,000 for every post on Facebook, and I will respectfully say, "Oh, thank you for letting me know." No, right? I know the way to Facebook to go and market on Facebook, right? Mario says, yeah, she likely has some issue with the wider family. I actually think it's more personality. But it's possible that that's the case as well, But that is wild to take it out on everybody that you come in. Like, listen, I've had people reach out to me and say, "Oh, do you know this person?" Say, yeah. Oh, yeah. I have complete strangers. Let me even say right now, I went to St. Peter's Demonstration Primary School in Akure. That's where I spent my 5 years in primary school. Sometimes people will reach out to me on Instagram like, "Did you go to primary school?" Like, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Yes, we did, yeah. Yeah, it's good to see you again, but I don't really remember. It's been a long time ago, right? That's strangers. How much more somebody that you can literally put up a call to your father and say, yes, this person, yes. What's the big deal? It's not that deep. Right? Even if the issue is wider family issue, that is a personal problem effectively. Because like D-Love said, at the end of the day, I'm reaching out to 1,000 people. And it was I don't care, let me just throw that shot. Right? It was actually mostly people that I know personally. Okay, so there were 3 people that were not my people that I know personally. There were 3 people, 4 people that I did that to. Okay, among hundreds, there were 4 people that I did that to. One person, I have a one-time relationship with them, but the person's a rock star. I'll give you their names right now, really quickly. I'll give you their names because I think this is the stuff I need to be transparent about. One of them is Teju Babyface. I don't know Teju Babyface from anywhere. I say, hey, you have this new podcast thing going on. I just want to reach out. We're launching a new book. I don't mind anywhere we can help us, whatever. I dropped it, boom, left it alone. It's a shoot your shot thing. It's not that deep, right? I'm talking about the popular people I did it to now, right? So her would be one. Teju Babyface. The another person is Adebola Williams. You guys know who Adebola Williams is, right? Somehow we're connected on Facebook from before. I think he might have lived in New York before or something like that, long time ago. I just say, hey, I don't know how we're connected. I shot my shot anyway because he tends to promote other people's stuff. But it's true. It is very true that typically you will have a relationship with a person before they can do something like that. But again, there's a space of it's not that deep. Everything is not so serious, right? So that's Adebola Williams. I talked about her. I talk about Teju Babyface. There's one more person. The one more person that's actually granted me an interview before I started this show on Instagram, and that's LD the Don. So LD, long time. We used to do like NEA awards long time ago, back in the 2000s in New York City when it was coming up before they moved to Nigeria, right? LD the Don. So when I reached out to him some 2-3 years ago, I said, hey, I would like to interview you on real estate because he said he was doing some real estate stuff. He gave me the interview. I think the interview is on lolaandlola.com if you find it, right? And I shot my shot again, right? But it is a good lesson. It is reality that It's a matter of expectations. It's not something that you lecture people about. It's not that deep. Don't expect people that you don't have relationship with to want to relate with you. It's as simple as that. Okay, even if they are blood, even if it's your sibling by blood, don't expect it. You know me. I will never teach you or tell you to have unrealistic expectations around just because somebody is close, right? So, but I just thought it was a good moment of lesson, because I know many of you might have been proudly blunt people in the past, like, yeah, take it easy. Take it easy. God is going to use people. He will use people, and you never know who he's going to use. Right? Don't be so quick to burn bridges. Right? In fact, the only reason why I am not mentioning name right now is because I'm not interested in burning bridges. I don't get anything out of it. The only thing I get out of this is this lesson that I just wanted to share this moment with you, to say, hey, she's not absolutely wrong, but it's not that deep, like Temi said. No, it's not that deep. Go little, yeah, you know. But just for us to get it as a lesson, right? I know who that is, but she knows some of my people, so I won't drag, but I know who the fuck can do that. If I were here, I would request to read the book first and follow. In fact, there was one person who I still thought it's not that deep too, right? Because the person went mere, right? And again, some of this people I haven't spoken to in a few years, so I don't blame them. I don't judge them. Okay, it's not everything that somebody asked me to promote that I promote. Like, that just makes sense, right? The person was like, oh, well, it was kind of like for me to read it, like, no, it's actually not the book, it's the project. The project 100K is designed to help promote the book. But if you want to ask for the book, it's not a problem. I'll send you a damn PDF file if it's that deep, if you're a personal friend. But it's probably not that deep. You know what I mean? It's not that deep, ultimately. Let me just say a quick shout out to Joy, and who else is this? Wait, how come I didn't see this before? Oh, that's my boy. But quick shout out to Joy. Only Joy has requested to join. Maybe the rest of you are not on Facebook. But shout out to my boy Bola. I didn't know he was requesting to join before too. This is good. All right, it's good. All right, I still got to give you the response that I gave her. I'll tell you the response that I gave her. I did give her a response, right? D Sokwe, integrity talk. No, I didn't finish. Not to say work. Follow you and see your work, then promote. Read the book first. Follow you and see your work, then promote. She probably does. Let's be realistic. She probably doesn't have the time for that. Like, she's huge. I don't know if you are. I said that earlier, right? She's like, she's busy, right? Unless if she was going to do that, she would have, In fact, what I requested is very simple. Just during the campaign in December, if you just share to your wall one time, hopefully every single one of those 30 days, right? But I don't expect that. That's unrealistic, right? Integrity talk on top simple request. Now, so what is the link? I think I dropped the link. Let me drop the link again. I just dropped the link to Facebook. It might pop another window or something. Nat says, I will be glad to assist any family member that pops out of nowhere but doing amazing stuff, asking for promotion. Listen, whenever I do the video, that 20-second video, I do this. There's a reason why I do this, because it's not a joking things, right? That's precisely so people know where now, because some people will actually be hunting you down on Facebook, and their request is that you send them 10K or 25K or 50K. They have nothing, and they will do that repeatedly. Maybe you've actually helped them in the past. They might even do it repeatedly, right? Some people are like that, and they don't, and we help those people, even oftentimes, because and the truth is that some people they need what they need. It's not every time you can help, or even at that, we help when we can, right? So if somebody says, oh, I'm promoting something, and they reach out to me, in fact, this experience enough, I will make it to a point. Anything I can do to help, I will do it. Because you never know, right? Even if it's a stranger, right? Even if it's a smaller, send me the link. I'll share it to my wall right now. What's the big deal? We share junks that we never verify everywhere. How do you think social media got so big? Because people are sharing junk. People are busy sharing very dark man right now as we speak. as he's running his mouth against family that he knows nothing about. Right? So some of these things we have to be intentional about. When we see a project that we feel like I can back it up, you do your little bit, your own little quarter. You do that, right? Without thinking like, what is the moment of lecture? I have this principle that I go by. This principle that says you cannot withdraw from the account that it's not that deep. Okay, we've all donated into the social media account. We can all withdraw from it. Okay. Anyway, family has never come through for me. The people that will be instrumental in making your book happen will come through. Amen. Marriott, I appreciate you. The funny thing is that when it comes to family, it's not just family, it's actually family and friend for me. My experience, my first fleet of success, right? All the way to, let's say, between 2005 and 2017. And I'm talking about involving millions of dollars. Never involved family and friend. None. This was just me going hard, cold marketing, learning how to market, which is the reason why I wrote a whole book on marketing, which is why I know marketing, right? I just went hard. And it's not because I was shying away from family. I just prefer that I talk to people that need what I have to offer. In fact, to be honest with you, the book Get My Marriage Back was precisely written for people. If you look at the subtitle, it says how to save and fix your broken marriage. If you don't feel like you have broken marriage, there's no need to get the book, right? If you feel like, well, I don't have a broken marriage, the book was written for people who are trying to fix a problem all by yourself, even when there is infidelity or you feel it is completely over. We've designed everything like that we first of all identify the problem, then we solve the problem. Most of my family and friends, they're not going to admit to me that they have problems if they did. And they might not have problems for real, right? And there's a scripture in the Bible about a prophet is not something in his own. Somebody can help me in the chat. A prophet is not in his own. So I've never been that person. So it's actually my first time of saying, you know what? Let me stop doing that. You know, let my family and friends know what I'm up to, right? It's like it's not a big deal. Okay, it's not them that will become customer necessarily. Sometimes they refer other people, right? So it's my first time of doing that, you know, and I think if I was teaching marketing over and over again, like I tell people, hey, let your circle of influence, your immediate circle of influence, let them know. You're not pestering them or anything. You let them know before you start going crazy with marketing, with a marketing campaign to a cold market, right? So in fact, I will teach that. I will teach my new way today. Okay. So I'm that guy that say family and friends, just leave them alone. Like, you know, just leave them alone, you know. Is she aware you're related? She may need a reminder. No. It's not even that deep. Like you said before, no, it's not that deep. But this sounds like her. I worked hard to get to where I am. I won't make it easy for you type of person. Ouch. Yeah, that's weird. If a person thinks like that, that's very, very weird way of thinking. But yeah, there are people like that. That's crazy. Listen, my parents and my uncles and auntie can have their issues, but you see me and my cousins, we don't fight. Even if your parents don't like me and my cousins will hang out and eat your food. That is precisely how my own family operates. Now, my wife's family does not operate like that. See, everyone is different, right? My wife actually, she has some hand-picked cousins that she has relationship with, and majority of them, like, no. Okay? Me, I'm like that. Damsel says, if it were here in Nigeria, she could probably just ask to see or talk about it with you. Yeah, it's not even that deep. A 20-second video. If I wanted like a label, you know how you do a music, right? You record a song and you want a label to get behind it and push it for you. You have to go through proper protocols, right? You submit demo and then they review it. By the way, your demo is one of 1,000 demos, right? And hey, if that's the case, then this case is not that deep. It's like zero expectations. What I expected is no reply. Let me be frank with you. What I expected was no reply. Remember, the theme of today is talking too much. You talk too damn much. It's not everything. It's not, you don't have to, like, what did that Baba say earlier? Emani Hanu. When you're about to just want to drop everything that comes to your brain, it's a dangerous game. It's a dangerous game. It's a dangerous game. That's what the theme of today is about. Outside of the fact that, of course, we're selling books, and you guys are going to help me get this out there. Right? It's a dangerous game. That's what this is about. What I expected, the worst that I expected was no reply. And it will make sense because the reality is we have no relationship. Oh, Lord. We'll go after the show. Where are you going? Oh, we'll go to the link. Okay, got you. Although she's busy, when it comes to family, no need for shalaye. Just like, just like zip it, like, yeah, I don't have the time right now. Maybe in the future, you know. Oh, it's nice, you know. If you're a normal person, okay, not normal person. If you're my type person, though, you're like, oh, it's nice, but I don't have the time. We'll link up another time. Just don't say anything, right? But you know, we also can teach people how to respond. But that's the point here. This was a reaction. And that reaction is not about me. It's just who this person is. And they might not see it yet. It will hunt them down eventually. It will show up somehow, some way down the line. Hopefully it won't take them out. It will just be another moment of lesson, a personal improvement lesson, right? If I were her, I would not have responded back with that message. She should have just ignored it. Just ignore it. Just ignore it, right? My people, let's all tag dear future wife to interview MOP and Lola, because this our book must be bestseller. Oh, that's so nice of you to say, Natu. I appreciate you. Yes, whatever you guys can do to help will go a long way. The whole campaign is going to be December. But whatever you guys can do ahead will go a long way. We're working. I'm working, as you can see, right? And you guys are helping me with that. Myra says, great idea, Natu. Is there an Insta page on? Would he see the YouTube comments? Yeah, we can just, if you come into the group, we can talk. If you come into the group on WhatsApp, we can probably talk about that up there. I'll put the WhatsApp link on the page for a second right here. There you go. lolaandlola.com/WhatsApp will put you right into the group, or you can simply send a WhatsApp text message to this number, +732 305 8577, and then it will reply you with the link directly from your phone. All right, right there. All right, so now let's talk about what my reply was. Okay, you guys want to guess what my reply was? Well, I gave a very quick reply. I said, ouch, that hurts. I did put that immediately. As soon as I saw it, I said, ouch, that hurts. I put that there because it's not that deep, okay? All right. That was the first thing I said. But I did give an elaborate response. You guys want to guess what the response was? Okay. I'm saying this publicly right now. You guys want to guess what the tone? Just give me like a liner. What did I say? Thank you. Did I say? Just give me like your first line that you thought I said in the, and let me be clear, I did not write it. It's ChatGPT that wrote it. I don't have time. It's ChatGPT that wrote it. Just in case the words get out there somewhere. All right. What do you guys think? What do you think I said? Thank you for your time. Okay, it's nice. I think there's some of that in there. Let's send Literas a DM and reply to one of his past. Okay, yeah, thank you. You guys are already planning. That's awesome. All right, so I'm gonna read what ChatGPT. What I did is like what she post, what she typed, her shalaye. I put it in ChatGPT, and I said, give me a response for this. I said, give me a response for this, and this is what ChatGPT said. ChatGPT in my representing me, okay, to my cousin, okay, who is a very popular rock star, a best-selling author, wrote books, interviewing Madam VPs and very, very big people on many, many stages around the nation from time to time, ChatGPT helped me respond like this. Thank you for your honest response. Okay. I appreciate your viewpoint and respect your feelings about favor requests from individuals you don't have a close relationship with. I'm laughing because I don't talk like that. Okay. I understand that everyone has their own boundaries. Boundaries is not my favorite word. You know that. Okay. But I bet that's one of our favorite words. Has their own boundaries and values when it comes to this matters. My intention was simply to share my excitement about my book, and I apologize. I don't apologize for no reason. I don't apologize for things that I didn't do wrong, because it is not this deep on this one. But ChatGPT is apologizing on my behalf. Just take ChatGPT as like my lawyer, right? He does this thing, right? And I apologize if my request seemed too much. I genuinely wish you all the best in your endeavors. I do feel that way, even though it's ChatGPT that wrote it for me too. And if you ever need support, that's a lie. Okay. She doesn't need support. If she needs support in the future, it's not like it's just she won't do that. Okay. So if you ever need support, so I won't say anything that I know that coconut heads will not ask for. I won't do that. I won't say that, right? So coconut heads will never ask. If they die by idea, they will never. What? Especially they tend to remember what they did. Okay. And if you ever need support or have something you'd like to share, I'll be more than happy to reciprocate. Have a wonderful day. What do you guys think about ChatGPT? ChatGPT did a fantastic work, right? Would you guys say? Do you guys think? That's a good one, right? Good statement, right? Mario said even worse. Oga GPT. Right? What do you guys think about that response now? Tell me. I want to go to the last story of the day. This Debanj and his best friend story. What do you guys think? You guys thought it was over the top? Would you talk like that? Would you respond like that? The shade, right? Just wrong. Just wrong. It's all wrong. It's all wrong. Listen, I don't know how many cousins, no, let me say second cousins that I have, okay? I'll tell you what. Her first cousins, she has some first cousins, that she doesn't have any relationship with either. They don't know each other because I was born in Dallas. They were also born in Dallas, and they're all still in Dallas. And her first cousins, so we're close, right? I'm close with them like that. And, there was one time I was like, hey, you know this person? Oh, yeah, I've seen her. My cousins, they talk like that. They have like the southern Dallas accent. Yeah, I've seen her. I was like, that's your first cousin. It's like, oh, no, she's not. I was like, no, that's your first cousin. You see the last name? They actually have the same last name. It's like, oh, that's weird. Because they know her as superstar, everything. I was like, but it's just fun to share that. Because I think it's a good thing that someone you're connected to, like, is doing something, That's why when Obama's brother, Obama's stepbrother was saying some really shady stuff on Twitter about him, but he didn't give any details or anything like that. They had no interaction. He just decided to throw his brother under the bus. I was like, that's kind of weird, So for me, it was something I'm proud of. Silently, low-key, like don't make any noise because we don't have a relationship, but low-key proud of, like that's a big deal because if it's possible, right? So I have, like, in that, they call him a D in Yoruba, in that root, right, of our family, I probably have like 50 cousins. Somebody's going to marry somebody at some point. Allah, it's going to happen. Okay, they would have had 3 kids before they find out. It's that far apart. It's not that deep. That's what I'm trying to say. Our parents are first cousins, so it's not that deep, But ChatGPT was throwing shade, so it is what it is. Let's get into the next. But anyway, I'm going to drop that link again before we move forward. We're going to plan all of the taking over thing. We'll plan it properly so that we'll come back to it. We're in October 12th right now, so we got some time. We have about 45 days before the campaign starts. So we're gonna have a good time doing that in December. All right, I will be right back. All right, if you haven't hit the like button, share and subscribe, turn on all your notifications, do that right now. Let's talk about the band and his brother-in-law. I'm just gonna read, and I think it might be one or two lessons I want us to extract from this. I think I've covered them before in the past too. All right, so this is on Instablog Nigeria. It says divorce and child custody saga. On-air personality Dotun gives the band and his estranged wife a 24 hours ultimatum or else. So I'm going to read what he posted. It says hello, he tags the band. Hello. If you don't know who they are, well, the band is like one of the first rock stars to go viral in our new age. Somewhere around 2008 or so, you know. Like, you remember Oliver Twist? Yeah. Go viral internationally, starting with London, and then that was the band, right? So the band is still out there struggling to come up with a new single. I think I don't know if he's still selling Coco Gary. It's a struggle. He lost a son not too long ago, probably like 2 years ago or so. Yeah. So anyway, so Dotun is an on-air personality, a radio host in Nigeria. Popular. It's very popular. He hosts shows and stuff like that. But Dotun was married to. Let me see here. What is going on? There you go. Okay. Dotun was married to the band's sister. Okay. The band had a brother. What's his name? K-Switch? Is it K-Switch? I'm not sure. I forgot his name. But he has a younger brother who is a twin. Right? So he has twins, younger siblings. Right? So the girl, I guess her name is Tayi or Kendi, I'm not sure, is married to Dotun, who is an on-air personality. So they're all industry people, you know. So Dotun, they went through a divorce. It seems like it's a very, very bitter divorce. And he's been trying to drag the band ever since. At least that's what we're privy to. As the public, that's all we see, right? So he says, hello, the band. I give you and your sister 24 hours to tell me how you intend to grant me access to my kids. If you don't, I'll put the numbers of every of your family members out. They will call you on my behalf. Speaking of petty. Did I say that properly?
Let the poor breathe.
He said he will put out all their phone numbers. They will call you on my behalf. That means thief. Atole, that means accidental. What do you call it? They call them accident. Here they say they said the kids have an accident. Atole anyway. Pee in bed, like bed wetter, right? Alatenuje, that means cho. I don't know what to say that in English. Onidoti, that means dirty person. You, the band, tagged him again, are friends with pastors like Jerry Eze. So he's tagging Jerry Eze. You know, Jerry Eze may never see this. You don't have the same divination as them. You are the devil they should stay away from. You want to get into the church space, not because you love God, but to build your dead Cream platform. What is cream platform? What? Anyway, all the boys you used are waiting for you. Like, why? In fact, let me see something. This will be due to the tune. Twitter, due to the tune. That was on Twitter, right? Because the response to this will be interesting. Due to the tune, something like that. Okay, I found it. There you go. Found it. Let's see. Where is it? 4 hours ago. All right, hold on 1 second. Let me have the people in my house to stop. Did you guys see me yell? I didn't yell. Let me see. It's your father and mother that are silly. Okay, so it's being okay. All right, so I found it. Let me share this with you. Okay, this is the actual page. Hello, this is it. Oleatole Onidoti. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me see. So he did multiple tweets. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, let me see some of the response. Let's see here. The Banja sister, the warning bell don't sound though. 24 hours starts now. They will call you on my behalf. If I call the Banja, I go first ask them for 2K. Hot surgeon begs American. That's an ad. Twitter babes immediately they drop the Banja number. Nigerians. Why don't I do like this now? Faith says Dotun has been sharing lots of receipts on how he has been trying to see his daughters on his IG page. You know, let me tell you something. Women do weaponize. Women. I'm generalizing, right? So it's actually some women, right? When they've gone through shege, they will destroy everything in that path, including their children if they have to. Including, not, I didn't say relationship with the children's relationship with their father. I didn't say that. Including their children. That's the reality of what's going on the streets. This is why I keep telling people, just because you think you left a relationship doesn't mean you are free. You might be free from a person. You're not free from you. There's need for healing, right? Some people are just vindictive like that. They go hard. And guess what the other person tried to do? They start releasing receipts, thinking that, you know what? I'll show you too, right? Match energies, right? How do you think that works out? Well, all right. Let's go through it. I'm sure it's dropping receipts. Who is he hurting by dropping receipts? That will be interesting. It'll be interesting to watch it over time, right? There's the time where they say, "Ola, don't tell people to be taking the higher road." No, you don't have to take higher road. Please take the low one. Go under the what do you call it? Go into the what they call that underground thing where people hide when there's war. That's the one you should take. Go and take the under the railway ground thing. Do you? Maybe you want to do you. Knock yourself out. But we have tons of examples. That's what I'm saying. You can't stop me from telling you that it never works out well. That's my job. Okay? You can do you. Release all the receipts you want. But it never works out well. Not especially if you're the man in the equation. It's not going to work out. You will feel good in the moment though. It will feel good. Because after all, they've been dragging you. Didn't let you see your children all along, right? So what can you do then? You know what? That's a good first step. Start asking that kind of question, right? Maybe you should start asking questions, right? But you know what most people do, like her and him? They don't ask questions. They just react off of their emotions. This country self, can you people please allow us to focus on one issue at a time? Gas is 1,200, petrol is 1,000. Our president is trans. But all that one, no free queue. You want online in-laws to call the bank for you. I beg now. I have to say anything. I know this is unrelated, but I write professional CVs and cover letters with excellent templates that you can use to apply for jobs, but both in and outside Nigeria. Job seekers, grab this opportunity, send me a DM now, and very affordable and dependable. Oh wow. Oh wow. Why are you insulting your in-law? It's unfair. Never put your family issue on the internet for the sake of the future of the kid you have with her. Let me acknowledge something. I acknowledge that it's very, very hard to not drag them like this when you're going through it. Okay? I agree 100%. I know it's very hard, right? Because why should I take the higher road? They did it first. He started it. She started it, right? I acknowledge that. I get it. I get it, right? Now, where I get stuck is that somehow that should turn to license to move mad too. Listen, you don't have to ask me for a license. You have the license, okay? Am I being sarcastic? Yes, because nobody, they understand anything else. If you don't drag each other, they don't understand anything else. If you talk too straight, they don't understand it, right? But if you talk in reverse, so the brain will start like, is he agreeing with me? Abi is just disagreeing. It's discombobulated. Figure it out, right? You got a receipt? You think it's gonna work out? Release it. Release phone numbers. Let's see how that works out. You can see here a bunch of people already have their hands out. Okay. Somebody said, "Violence, is that you?" Violence, is that you? I almost came late. This is just terrible. Is that Rick Ross? I think that's Rick Ross. Oh God, Nigerians, why are you like this now? The bunch right now, Nebo. You can release the phone number now. So the other issue here is when you're going through something with your baby moms, right? And she has access to the kids. One of the most difficult things that you will have to do is when you come over to the house. I know people personally that have gone through this, right? And they tell you to stay by the gate. This is Nigeria, okay? They tell you to hold on by the gate. Let's go and talk to Madam first. And then you're waiting for 30, 40 minutes. Okay? 30, 40 minutes. And then they came out and said, well, you were supposed to call before you came, but they are not home anyway. They are not home. Keep in mind, we're talking about his kids. Right? All right, so what should we do now? Let's go. Where's the phone? My second phone was all the way down there. That's the phone. I'm releasing. Let me start tweeting. What problem exactly are you trying to solve? It doesn't solve the problem. One thing we are clear about is right now you are collecting shege on premium, right? Because you can't see your kids. I get it. It's hard. It's hard. But this is exactly when your patience is even needed the most. Right now, it's when your patience is needed the most. Right now, how much patience exactly? Listen, only you can answer that question, though. But however, I don't know. How much time can you put on patience for yourself? That's a question, right? If you were being patient with yourself, how much patience would you give yourself, right? So I don't know, I think it's sad that it's going through what it's going through, but running to the internet to drag your in-laws, that's not going to solve it. It will only make things worse for you, precisely, not me. Because me, I'm just quote unquote a troll, a content creator on the internet. It will only make things worse for you, right? And then again, talk too much. Speak your truth. It's rarely ever the most optimal way to move in life, especially if you're a man. Okay? Especially if you're a man. Let me see some of these comments here on Instablog Nigeria. Somebody says, denying a father or mother access to their child is a form of witchcraft. That's precisely what divorce turns people to. I don't know if you're aware. Okay? You're not fighting the flesh. You fight not the flesh. If you somehow something happened to you and you end up in divorce court, I don't know what your expectations are, but there's no such thing as fighting fair. You know how the people will pull out the books and say, hey, you guys should learn how to fight fair. What? That's an oxymoron. Fight fair? What are you talking about? Well, I've been nice. I don't think you're being nice. You're evil. That's what you be telling everybody, that you're nice. Everybody thinks you're nice. They don't know what you do to me. You've never heard that before? And somebody will be left with one little thing. Maybe the receipt. That's Dotun now, right? He's left with the receipt. What I got is this receipt. I don't know what he's gone through, so I can't judge him. I can tell him that that's not going to work out well, but I can't judge him, right? I got receipts. I'm going to release this receipts. It is witchcraft. What are your expectations when people go through divorce? Right? When you guys see, when I say you guys, I'm generalizing, right? When you see Jada and Will's story, you don't like it anyway. When somebody said we're separated for 7 years, it's been peaceful, you don't like it anyway. You like violence. You see that person running towards violence, Lincoln. You like violence. Right? Even when you want to be entertained, how much more when you are actually hurt? Witchcraft. Yes, it is witchcraft. I agree with that. You might not be flying in the night, but true, if you call witch 3 times in the mirror, you'd appear. Here's the thing. Both of them would accuse each other of the same thing. Both of them would look at each other in different world and be like, yeah, that person's witchcraft. The other person will say the same thing. So now 2 to get 2. What do you want to do? They all have their own stories, their own experiences. 2, or to get 2. Yeah? These are not solutions. We're just saying what we already know. Anybody who weaponize people's cases is witchcraft. We know that. You have a solution? No. Dotun, this alone you're typing shows you can't even take care of your girls. Hey, somebody said something I will say about 3 months ago. This is telltale signs. This man, is he able to keep cool, calm, collected? Is he holding masculine frame right now? Does this look like holding masculine frame? Of course not. Competence. What do you think he did when he didn't know any better? When he went into marriage like the rest of us, saying I do without knowing what he's doing. Right? What do you think he did inside that marriage? No, your guess is as good as mine. Right? This person said, Dotun, this alone you're typing shows you can't even take care of your girls. They can't grow up with such mannerless man like you. I didn't say it. Because Dotun is very quick to drag people on the internet. I don't know if you're aware. It's not just his in-laws. He's very quick to drag people. Well, mostly his in-laws when he does that. But I've seen him drag other people. I can't remember right now. But it's mostly his in-laws. And I know this is hurtful. Like all of this stuff that's going on is very hurtful. But listen though, you still have the rest of your life. You still got to move like a correct person. You can't jump on the internet threatening to dox people. It's telltale signs. It tells us what you've been doing in other types of relationship. Forget even the romantic ones. You can't keep cool, calm, collected in the middle of crisis. You see what I just said? It's crisis. There's nobody discounting that it's crisis. Anyway, I want to round up. D-Love says, how about take them to court for custody arrangements? You know, they would say in Nigeria. He actually has receipts saying he's done what, you know, they're dragging himself in the court. But at that point, we're supposed to like, oh, it's Nigeria. Okay, release receipts. No! No. I'm not going to give you the license to release receipts because you will release it anyway. Right? Because you will release it anyway. We internet people don't care. We have our own busy lives. No, we should start calling the bunch. The ones that will call the bunch already said they're hanging at the WhatsApp group already, ready to ask him for 2K, urgent 2K. We'll just use you to catch cruise during our free time only cause I no get time. I couldn't say that any better. But anyway, gentlemen, if you find yourself releasing receipts, the only thing you're telling us is that you don't collect shege. Woman don't show you.
Sorry.
But also you're telling us that you don't know what to do with your situation. You're telling us that you're helpless, right? And I get it. It's a cry out for help, okay? But there are proper ways to cry out for help, right? Anything that looks like self-destruction, self-sabotage, right? Like, I shouldn't have to preach to you as a grown man to not self-sabotage, right? I shouldn't have to preach to you that, yes, it's easier said than done. I shouldn't have to preach to you that if it was easy, everybody will be getting it right. You're right. They're probably dragging each other in the court, and the court is not answering, and the court is postponing case, and you don't see your girls. That must hurt. I feel for you that you're not able to see your girls. But what are you gonna do now after you don't drop receipts? Okay, now we know the truth. You want to tell us the truth, Abby? Truth, tell us. You want to tell us the facts? These are the facts of the matter.
Abba, you lie. Sabi lie.
No, you're not a liar. We see the receipts. You are okay. Now the problem is still not solved. Reality, right? The problem is still not solved. In fact, precisely, the problem is now bigger for you because you are doxing yourself and your family members. Okay? There's power on the tongue, and your power is not necessarily on the tongue. Your tongue is probably going to get you destroyed. And these days, we don't mean physical tongue. We're talking about your fingers. Those damn fingers that you use to type on Instagram, on Twitter. Tuck them in.
Will you keep quiet?
Tuck them in. Talk to someone. Talk to some of your brothers. Listen, I know you're not going to like what they will tell you because they want you to stay calm. That's why you need support system. When you stay calm, they know that if you act out right now, you're probably going to hurt yourself even more. Right? Relax. Take a shower. Count down 30 seconds. Right? You wake up tomorrow again, you know. But you're right. You're losing time with your girls, but you're losing more time by making it worse. Are you aware? Right? That you're making it worse. You're making it worse for yourself. They're there. When they go low, you want to go to hell. Right? That's what you're telling yourself, right? And you thought you said something profound.
Oh my days,
Abba, you see what D-Love just said? They don't care. You collect. You still come back and cry 3 months from now. They don't care. The internet especially, they don't care. Insta blog will take it. Right? Me, I will extract lessons from it for my people here so that they don't move mad like that because they end up in crisis. Crisis is inevitable for all of us at some point. What matters is how you respond to it. So I want to say thank you. 4 minutes overtime today. Thank you for being here, hanging out. All 17 of you. I appreciate you. Shout out to you, D-Love, Natu, D, everybody. I see you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Hopefully you've been enlightened and educated. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Me love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.